Hi there, everybody. Welcome to another album review. My name is Christian Eschbach. Hey, everybody. Okay, I have not done a preview review since like a Red Hot Chili Peppers album that someone asked me to talk about what my thoughts would be on it. I want to talk about this Load Remastered thing that's coming out. All right, so first off, the biggest thing that they're pushing with this Load Remastered is for the first time ever, the original extended version of the Outlaw Torn, or as I know it, the unencumbered by manufacturing restrictions version, which appeared on the Memory Remains single. I've actually covered this already because I covered this when I covered Metallica singles. Much like I've actually covered the Load album already. So I'm not going to actually talk about the Load album. I'm not going to talk about the Outlaw Torn full length version because I've talked about it. I have it. I love it. It's the better version. And honestly, it's one of my all time favorite songs. So it is cool that they are putting it into the re release of Load, the Load Remastered. But I do have some questions because I'm actually on the official Metallica site and I'm looking at the details on here as related to this. And it looks like the full length version is possibly only on the box set, the large. Here it's listed as 274.98. I'm going to assume that is US. And expected availability is June 13th. Now, I'm going to come around to the box set, but looking through this, I've looked at the box set and I looked at the 3-disc set because, you know, those are the ones that are most likely to have it, right? You know, they'll be the extended ones because there's no markings on the regular remastered album that indicates that it's there. And the reason why it was originally cut was due to the fact that the CD was already running long and had to do a fade out on it because it was going to go over. When I look at the 3 CD set, which I've got up on my computer screen here right now, and I'm sorry I'm not bringing it up on the screen for you guys, it's got rough arrangements for everything, but nothing indicating the full length version of Outlaw Torn. And it's really weird because it even says in the 3D expanded edition, for the first time ever, the extended version of the Outlaw Torn, which was originally edited due to manufacturing limits. So unless they're doing the remastered version and they didn't mark that it's the full length version, I'm not sure where they're doing the full length version. Now, that being said, the price on the remaster, just for the 3-disc one here, sorry, I'm having issues with my damn desk because I don't have enough room. Okay. So, when I go back to so the 3-disc set is listed as $24.98. Once again, I'm assuming that's American. Also, expected availability is June 13th. I like what's on the 3-disc version, and if you already own the Load album and you're looking at picking up the remastered version, you might as well get the 3-disc version. It's got some cool alternate. It's got a disc of live stuff, the Poor Touring Me disc, Ain't My Bitch 2x4, the house that Jack built, Until It Sleeps, King Nothing, Hero of the Day, Bleeding Me, Wasting My Hate, Mama Said, Devil's Dance, Fuel, Overkill, and the Kill Ride medley. Now, I actually already have the Kill Ride medley, and I've covered that as well when I covered Metallica singles. Overkill being on there is pretty cool. I do have them doing Overkill with Lemmy live, so that's cool on its own too. Devil's Dance, that one's really cool because that was, as anybody would know, from Reload, but they started playing it during the Load tour, same with Fuel. Kind of makes me wonder if they go to do a remaster like this for Reload, which I hope they do because I love Reload's my Reload and Kill 'Em All tied for my favorite Metallica album. So um I really hope they do this for Reload. When they do it for Reload, I'm getting the big expanded box no matter what. But uh, I'm really torn on this one because the expanded box set, it has a lot of repeating stuff on there, but there's 15 discs of material, and I'm not going to go through all 15 discs. There's just too much. I forgot to mention that was disc 3 was the live. Disc 1 is the remaster. Disc 2, you got Ain't My Bitch, original arrangement, rough mix, 2x4, take 16. Jack, which is the house that Jack built, a re-edit version, 1 rough mix, FOBD, or Until It Sleeps, rough chorus, vocal, ideal mix, Load, which was the original title for King Nothing, take 16, Moldy, which was Hero of the Day, instrumental mix, Boss, which is Bleeding Me demo, Believe, which is Cure, riff 2, Dusty, which is Poor Twisted Me, take 12, Streamline, which is Wasting My Hate, original arrangement, rough mix. Mama, which is Mama Said, acoustic only alternate mix. NC-17, which is Thorn Within riff. The gray, or the blue and the gray and the red, which is Ronnie vocal ideal. And Outlaw, which is Outlaw Torn, the Outlaw Torn vocal tag alternate mix. So the 3 disc set to me is worth getting in Canada. Okay, so if it's like what, 25 US, it's going to end up being probably about 30-ish, 35, depending on how bad the exchange rates are, possibly as high as 40 Canadian. And even still, 3 discs, $40. I'm not going to complain too much. Fully remastered, that's awesome. So I'm cool with that. But honestly, when I look at the box set, I am really, really contemplating the box set because the amount of additional stuff that's in there, and they do clearly mark in the box set that there is the extended version of Outlaw Torn in there. I am not getting it on LP, not dealing with it. Load was recorded as a compact disc album. I will only listen to it as a compact disc album. You are never going to be able to convince me that a album that was 100% digitally recorded will sound better on vinyl than it did on its original digital recording. Remastering it, that's awesome. That's cool. Bring up certain levels, stuff like that. Sweet. But I don't think that really needs much remastering. But you got, honestly, 14 additional discs outside of the main album. You know, a lot of live stuff. The second disc is called Shadowcast. That's part 1 and part 2. That's a lot of demos and stuff like that. Some of which were available, as already mentioned, but then there's more expansions on there, stuff like that. Sorry, carrying on, allergies. Disc 4 is actually a third disc of the Shadowcast. More different alternate takes, stuff like that. Disc 5 is Disc 4 of Shadowcast. Same thing going on. More alternate takes, stuff like that. Shadowcast Disc 5, which is... They number this weirdly. Okay. So anyways, Disc 6 is Shadowcast Disc 5. Then you get to Disc 7, which is B-sides and rarities. The whole Motor Headache mess. I do not have the whole Motor Headache mess. I have most of it. Everybody knows Overkill, Damage Case, Stone Dead Forever, and Too Late. Those were all played. Those were all recorded for the Garage album. And those were all available originally on the Motor Headache Incident, which was a special Hero of the Day release, which actually has the live shows, which is where this was taken from. But those did not include the Chase is Better Than the Catch and We Are the Roadkill slash Overkill reprise. Those I do have versions of as well, I believe. Yes. And but I have them on a bootleg album, which I've also covered as well. Then you have alternate edits. Mama Said, the radio edit. Most people don't realize that Mama Said was actually released out. I've got the singles, but outside of that, was released out to country stations to get some airplay, and apparently there was a couple stations that did actually play it or whatnot. And then you've got the Outlaw Torn, No More Manufacturing Limits. They put that in brackets. This is the only one that clearly says that the manufacturing limits have been lifted off of a version of it. So I'm assuming that it's only on the box set, which that kind of sucks. So I'm really hoping that that's not the case, but we'll find out, I guess, right? And then you've got remixes that should not be. Until It Sleeps, Herman Melville mix, Hero of the Day, Out of B-Sides mix, King Nothing, Tepid mix. I've actually already covered that one. And Hero of the Day, unreleased Ox mix. And then you got miscellaneous shit. Mama Said live on Later with Jules Holland. All right. Then we get to disc 8. That is Escape from the Studio disc 1. And then disc 2 continues into disc 9. Escape from the Studio was I'm going out and playing live. There's quite a few different shows there. Most of it is Donington Castle. And then there's one or two other shows tagged on at the end of it. Great set list, but it's mostly just kind of the standards of that time. Then you get into disc 10 and 11, and disc 10 is club shows and rehearsals. Cool set list in there with a few different tracks. And then which weirdly, see. Yeah, no, that's all the load stuff. I thought I saw a reload track in there. Sorry. Disc 11, well, it does have club shows and rehearsals listed on there. It also has Poor Rehearsing Me, which includes a couple tracks. And then it's got the WMMS Coffee Break Concert, which has 7 tracks to it. Then you get into disc 12 and 13, which is Poor Norwegian Me, the 96 tour. A lot of shows in Oslo, Norway. All shows in Oslo, Norway. And a couple Birmingham, England rehearsals. And then disc 14 and 15 are Poor Touring Me. And I actually saw Poor Touring Me. Poor Touring Me was great. This is a combination of different shows from Poor Touring Me. And unfortunately, I am not seeing Detroit, Michigan on there, which is my show. Sorry, allergies again. So there are other things that come with the box set as well. For the collectors and stuff like that. So if you're into that, there's stuff in there too in the box set. Mama Said picture disc, 3 live LPs, 15 DVDs or CDs, 4 DVDs featuring unreleased content, MP3 download card of all audio. That's kind of cool. I like that. 2 tour laminates, 11 by 17 Lollapalooza poster, push head patch, 8 by 10 Rolling Stone magazine cover print. I might have that actual Rolling Stone cover. I don't remember. 5-pack of guitar bass picks, and those are always dangerous to have in my house. They sometimes, if I don't leave them in the box, end up in people's hands playing guitars or basses. Pack of 15 Rorschach test cards. That's really kind of cool, actually. I would actually enjoy that for that. and lyric folder and sheets, which is cool. 128-page hardcover book with never before seen photo stories from those who were there. So there is some really good stuff in that box set. So I'm, as a hardcore Metallica fan, like the only two bands I hold above Metallica is Alice Cooper, who is number one and always will be number one, then Black Sabbath, and then Metallica. And I'm pretty sure the guys from Metallica, while giving me a hard time, would be okay with the fact that, Black Sabbath is above them. Maybe not so much Alice, but I met Alice, and Alice came first in my life. Alice has been around a lot longer in my life than Metallica has. When I was first introduced to Alice Cooper, Metallica had maybe released Master of Puppets. Maybe. Anyways, so all those jokes aside, I personally really like this set. I would buy this set. I would, and if you're not in all that, by all means, go get the 3-disc set. The 3-disc set is worth the money as well. I think it's really good. And the 3-disc set, that, it also does come with a couple extra things in there. What is it? CDs are housed in a digipack and embossed cover and includes a 36-page booklet. So 36-page booklet means that it most likely has more than might have been what was originally in the original Load booklet. I have to go back and take a look at that. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But like I said, they're really pushing that Outlaw Torn, the full length, unencumbered by manufacturing restrictions version, should be on here. So I'm really interested to see how that goes. Anyways, folks, those are my thoughts, my views, opinions on this Metallica thing coming out, and I'm kind of excited about it, and I'm really looking forward to it, and it's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be awesome. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. Are you looking forward to it? Are you going to go with just the 3 CD set? Are you going to go with the big box set? What do you want to do? I know what I want to do. Whether I'll do it or not, I'm not sure, but I know what I want to do. Getting married soon, man. Can't frivolously be spending money. Is it frivolous? Tell me, is it frivolous? Comments down below. Okay. Other than that, folks, if you could hit like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications, I'd really appreciate that. Peace, love, take care, and until next time.